Hello, my friends. Hi, it's Miss Lacey, and I'm here with another story for you. Today's story is called Collaboration Station. We've got what looks like a pretty fancy looking machine right here, huh? We got some kids here and they're holding up some tools. We've got a friend who has a ruler to measure things. We got another friend who has a pencil. Pencils are really great for making marks that you can erase if you need to change what it is that you were creating. Now this book says that the jacket, this little piece that comes on the outside of the book here, says that becomes a poster, so maybe that's something that we can put up later on and display, huh? This was written by Shannon, Olsen, and it was illustrated by Sandie Sonke. Good job to them. On the back, it says, this inspiring picture book celebrates the power of collaborative learning in the classroom. With its vibrant art and engaging text, students will discover what amazing things can happen when they work together as a team. That's what collaboration is. It's teamwork. Working with others to help accomplish a goal. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and read what they have to say about collaboration. Here we go. You are never on your own when it comes to education. In our class, we work together. We're a collaboration station. That's right. We work together as a team. Yeah. The teacher may be the one who's helping to direct things and keep things on track, but we're all working together. It takes all of us to make sure we get the job done. If one of us decides that they want to go off and do their own thing, well, that just derails it for everybody, doesn't it? Yeah, we need everyone to work together so that way we can have our best chance at learning everything we can and getting a chance to do everything too. Look at all of these fun things that they've come up with. Those are some fun drawings, huh? We've got pipes, we've got rainbows. Oh, there's a lot going on. People band together in all kinds of different places. In orchestras, that's where people get together with different musical instruments and play songs. Busy kitchens. Yeah, if you go to a restaurant, it's not just one person back there. There's a whole lot of people back there who are all working together as a team to make sure you have a great dinner or lunch or breakfast. And running in relay races. Oh, you see this? This friend is holding a stick, and this friend is running just ahead. The goal is for this friend to hand the stick to this friend, and then she's going to run until she gets to the next friend and hand the stick off to them so that they can run. And the idea is that if they can all do their best together, they can show how fast they can go. They might be able to win the race using teamwork. Volunteers join forces for a big job too. Look at that. They're working on a big project together. So this friend is climbing up a ladder. It's not safe to be up on top of a ladder by yourself. So someone down here is holding the ladder to make sure that she stays safe. This friend over here is ready with another paintbrush and is maybe doing some artwork down there. So this one can handle what's going on up here. This one can handle what's going on down here. This one can handle making sure everyone stays safe. That's a team. They're working together. Construction workers build together. Firefighters team up too. There they are. There's more people who are all working together. Yeah. Look at that. What a beautiful painting they're all working on, huh? It's gorgeous. Our class works as one big team and in partners or small groups. Yeah, we're not all together on the carpet all the time. We're not all at the table all the time, right? We've got lots of things. We've got centers that we can stop at. We have different activities that we can break up into. So it's not all the time. You don't have to work on being patient for that long. It's not a whole day. Yeah. So there's different ways that we can work together and collaborate. Being in small groups and in teams, just the two of them together working on something. We make creations, have discussions, and problem solve our way through hoops. Oh yeah, these two are having a great conversation while they both get to swing. These two are playing with these little hoops. They're being literal, and they're also being a little silly with their words. Yeah, sometimes when we have a struggle, if you keep that to yourself, it doesn't get solved as easily as if you talk to somebody about it and work it through. It is true that there are those who prefer to work alone. That's true. sometimes you need a little bit of alone time. And that's okay. Yeah. Why have to compromise when you can do things on your own, huh? Yeah, if you are by yourself and you get to be the boss all the time, don't you? But is life so fun when you're by yourself all the time? No, that's awfully lonely. No, learning to get along with other people and work with them, that's a skill. That's something that we work on and we build by practicing with somebody else, right? Getting together in teams and going to school and learning how to behave in a class, that's skill building. That helps to get you ready for when you're out in the real world, out there in society, and when you have to get a job and start a family and do all of the things that grown-ups do. Yeah, those are skills that we need, learning to get along with others. Not just telling them what to do, not just being all by yourself and taking all of your things. No, that's not how we do, is it? That's so lonely. We gotta learn to get along with others and help them too. I've worked in groups before, they say, and people often disagree. Look at those grumpy faces. They don't like the idea of having to work with others because they don't want to hear what other people have to think. And they can get mad and they think, oh, I don't want to deal with all that. Oh, who wants to argue? But you know what? Learning what other people like, that's part of the fun. If they don't agree with you, that's okay. You guys can work through it together or find another way, right? Some are bossy and some are lazy. Oh, those are some loaded words. Bossy, that just means that they're trying to tell you their thoughts. Lazy, that means they don't want to do it, right? Yeah. So they're showing that this girl is waiting for someone else to do it. Well, that probably means it's not something that's very important to her right now, is it? And for this fellow here, looks like it's awfully important to him. So he's letting you know. How productive can this be? Not very. If you're just telling everybody what's what, or if you're just waiting back and not helping at all, that's not going to get the job done. No, that's going to cause more problems. Though challenges do happen, together we're better than one. More heads and sets of hands can really help you out a ton. Yeah, working together. They can find ways by problem solving together, using their words. If each one of them offers an idea, they can all vote together and decide which thing they'd like to try. And if something doesn't work, they can try another way. It's all right. Mindset is where you start. Be someone you'd want on your team. Who would you like to be around? Would you like to be around someone who's a helper? Maybe you can show them the kind of person that you'd like to be around by being the kind of person they would want to be around too. Show them. Be a helper. And rooting for each classmate is more powerful than it would seem. If you see somebody making a great choice, let them know. That's great to encourage them to make those good choices again. And I'll bet they'll be much more willing to be helpful in the future if they know that you appreciate it. Getting compliments and good feedback, that feels great. Being told that you're doing the right thing, oh, that feels wonderful. If you like to be in charge and take the lead on what to do, the best leaders are good listeners and encourage others to shine too. Oh, there's more to being a leader than just bossing people around. Yeah, if you want people to follow you, well, you got to give them a reason to, huh? Yeah, maybe somebody has a really great idea. And no one's going to know it if all you're doing is just going, meh, 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 meh. You want to do that with me? Meh, 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 meh. Who wants to listen to that all the time? It's funny for a little bit, but not for a long bit. It's important to let other people help too. Let them shine. Support them. And you know what? If they feel supported by you, they might be willing to come back and hang out with you again. Maybe you'd rather keep more quiet and let others chitter-chatter. Speak up to share some thoughts. Your ideas greatly matter. If you're used to being quiet and having things done for you, because it'll be fine, well, fine doesn't always mean great, does it? Make sure you let other people know what you're thinking. Yeah, if you keep it all to yourself, It's not going to feel like the result is part of you. You're not going to feel like you were a big component in getting the job done. It's not yours. You were just a watcher. And that's no fun at all. Get involved. Even if it's only offering a couple of suggestions or volunteering to help. Make sure that you step in. Don't wait for them to tell you to come join them. Volunteer. Or do you love to joke around and make people laugh, I ask? It's great to have fun together. Just be sure to stay on task. Oh, goodness. It is so fun to make people laugh. Everyone's looking at you and they're celebrating you and your cleverness, right? It feels so great to be the class clown, to joke around and bring joy to other people, but is it always time to show everyone how clever you are? No, there's a time and a place for that. And if you're trying to get a job done and somebody is goofing around and rolling around and trying to make everyone look at them instead, well, that's stealing time, isn't it? Yeah, that's stealing time from the job. So if you catch yourself doing that, having everyone look at you and laugh, take a pause and think, is right now the right time? Probably not. No, maybe hold on to those funny jokes until a little bit later. Your best effort is important. Help and contribute from the start. Others will value teammates who have tried to do their part. See, they're building something fun over here and he's just hanging out. But since he wasn't part of what was happening over here, he missed out on the fun treat that came later from it. Now he's feeling pretty sour about it. He didn't help them. This is kind of like the little chicken who ground up the grain and asked everyone to help. And they said, "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the pig. They didn't have time until the bread was all baked. And then what happened? Oh, then they wanted a slice of bread, didn't they? If you're not helping them to get the job done, you can't take the credit for it or take part in it, huh? Yeah. Next time, jump in at the start, and maybe they'll be more willing to share. That's what that one's saying there. Let's take a vote. That's a good point, but it says in the text that I respectfully disagree. Could you explain? In my opinion, I'm not sure it's the best idea. These are all different ways to interrupt what's being said, to offer your own voice. Sometimes there will be conflict. Opinions clash from time to time. It's quite all right to disagree when your words and tone are kind. If you see that there's a problem or someone's saying something that isn't quite right, when you step in and tell them, try to be kind. These are different ways to say, excuse me, I don't think that's correct. I respectfully disagree. Respectfully. If you just go, you're wrong, I don't like what you said, you're a liar. Oh my goodness. Well, that's just picking a fight, isn't it? That other person who's receiving those words is not going to feel good about what you're saying. So here are some other options for you to be able to say, I don't think that's right. For teams to reach their goals, it also helps to have a plan. Give all members special roles so they'll assist as best they can. That's a great way to make sure that everyone gets along, isn't it? Making sure that everyone has a job in what you're doing. If you're building blocks and everyone's all trying to get together to build blocks at the same time, well, that's going to cause a little bit of chaos. The blocks are going to start falling down. People are going to start fighting about how it should look. But if you say, this person is in charge of the big blocks, and this person's in charge of the little blocks, this one over here is the one who's going to be putting them in place, well then right there, we've got a team. And that block tower is going to be amazing because everyone got to work together. This person's job here says timekeeper, and this one says note taker. Oh, those are some great jobs. Great jobs. Everyone has different backgrounds, strengths, ideas, special talents. When we combine those skills together, it creates a truly magic balance. Sure, here we've got some friends and they're doing something up here. This involves climbing a ladder. we have a friend over here, and she's got a special chair that helps her get around. That means that climbing the ladder isn't really a choice for her. So she's got all of these magical ingredients, and she's offering ideas instead, and the ones that are able to climb are able to take those and drop them into the pot. They're working together, using their strengths. And after all that hard work, when you've gotten the job done, having others share the credit makes celebrating much more fun. Yeah. If you win a great big competition like a baseball game or something like that, and you go celebrate just by yourself, well, that's not nearly as fun as celebrating with the whole team, right? Everyone can celebrate in this classroom that they made a really fun party together. They can all feel proud, and since everyone's in that great mood, that means it's going to be a really great party because everyone feels so great about it. So here we go, team. After some elaborating, our class is ready for adventure. Let's begin collaborating. Let's work together to get the job done. Yeah, working together, that gets it done. Sometimes things fall off task because we are all individuals and we all have a voice, and, well, it can be a bit of a mess the more voices that join in, right? Even grown-ups have that problem. That's why we have special rules set in place to help get us back on track. If we're trying to vote about a big thing that's coming up, well, you're going to hear a lot of people who have a lot of thoughts about those things. So we all have to plan ahead of time and figure out whose job is it to listen? Whose job is it to talk? When is it our turn? These took a lot of years of practice, trial and error to figure it out. So don't worry if you don't get it right away. You came from being in your house where there weren't that many people inside. So when you say something and there's only a couple of people to listen, of course everyone stops and hears you, right? Well, if you're in a great big class with lots of people, well, your voice is going to get a little bit swallowed up. So if you're having a hard time being heard and you think that you should be, make sure you ask the grown-up in the room. Ask your teacher, hey, could you help me make sure that everyone hears me? And they'll be able to tell you whether or not it's time for you to be voicing your thoughts, or if there's a better time, or maybe they'll help you find the place that you need to stand so you can better let everyone know. Yeah, collaborating. That includes your teacher too. Well, thank you so much for being such great listeners. I can't wait to talk to you again next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye.